In the small historic town of Atchison, a young couple named Tony and Deborah Pickman moved into what looked like an ordinary home. It was small, it was white, it had 2 stories. Nothing about it screamed haunted, it was just cheap rent and a fresh new start. They had no interest in the paranormal, they had no ghost hunting background, no reason to expect anything unusual. At first, everything was calm. Then, the phone started to ring. Shortly after moving in, the house phone began ringing late at night, and when Tony answered, there was nothing but static. Sometimes there was faint breathing, other times it was just silence. They brushed it off as prank calls, but then Deborah started seeing something. She claimed late at night she would see a little girl standing near the staircase. She described her as quiet, staring, and not speaking at all. The figure would appear for a few seconds, then completely vanish. Tony didn't believe her, not at first. But then everything changed when Tony began waking up with marks all over his body. At first, they looked like small red lines. He assumed he had scratched himself in his sleep, but then over time they got worse. 3 long, deep scratches appeared across his chest one night while he was alone in the house. Then Deborah photographed them. This wasn't just once it happened. Over the next few weeks, Tony reported burning sensations on his skin, claw-like marks appearing suddenly, feeling pushed or shoved, and sudden bursts of anger and mood changes out of nowhere. The scratches often appeared in sets of 3, something paranormal investigators later claimed symbolized a mockery of the Holy Trinity. Skeptics, however, argued stress or self-infliction, but Tony insisted that he did none of it, and the activity did not stop there. Deborah became convinced the spirit in the house was a child. She claimed the girl told her her name was Sallie. According to local legend, decades earlier, a doctor had performed a rushed surgery on a young girl inside the home. The surgery supposedly went wrong, and the child died on the operating table. No official reports have ever confirmed that story though. There was no death certificate, no documented surgery at the address, which led some investigators to believe something else might have been present, something pretending to be the child. Then the activity grew more violent. Objects reportedly moved on their own, appliances turned on and off on their own, and pictures flew off the walls. Tony claimed he felt something sit on him in bed, holding him down. He described a crushing weight feeling on his chest. At one point, a heavy entertainment system reportedly shifted across the room, but the basement became the most active area of the house. There was cold spots, strange noises, and an overwhelming feeling of dread. Paranormal investigators were eventually called in. The case gained national attention when it was featured on Sightings in 1993. Footage showed the scratches, interviews captured Tony describing the attacks. Investigators suggested the entity might not be a child at all, but something very, very dark. Tony's personality reportedly changed during the time in the house. He became irritable, aggressive, short-tempered. Some believed the entity was targeting him specifically. Others believed stress, suggestion, and relationship strain could explain everything. But even visitors claimed to feel uneasy inside their home. Eventually, the couple couldn't make it anymore, and in 1994, they moved out of the home and left to start a new life. The house still stands today in Atchison. Over the years, multiple paranormal teams have investigated it. Some claim to have captured electronic voice phenomena. Other reports have captured shadow figures and physical sensations. But the skeptics still argue to this day. The skeptics think the scratches could have been self-inflicted. The Sallie story has no historical background, so there's no way to amplify and to know if it's true. And also they think the media attention amplified the events. But then the believers argued the injuries were witnessed and photographed. Multiple investigators reported activity when they went to the house later on. The consistency of experiences across different visitors is hard to ignore. To this day, it remains one of the most famous American alleged demonic haunted cases. And if you did enjoy this video today here on this channel, make sure to like and subscribe. I have uploaded it on here today. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure to put a comment of what case you would like me to do next. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Goodbye.